I got a decision to make here. Either go to work and see what's going on, or I can stop by Byway Brewing and see Phil, and he's promised me a behind-the-scenes tour to get to know what's going on in their book of business here. You know what? I think today's a perfect day for me to pull in.
Dave, how you doing?
Phil, how you doing?
Good. Welcome to Byway.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Appreciate you coming out. We're going to have some food today. We got some beverages that I'd like you to try and everything. Just kind of see the overall brewery and what we got going on.
You had me at beverages, so
there we go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
One thing you can't really capture in the video here, guys, is the smell of this kitchen. It is incredible.
Yeah.
You can smell the bacon, you can smell the chips, you can smell everything that's fresh.
We make everything fresh here. Most of our items are done from scratch. You know, everything that you get coming through this kitchen at Byway is done by our cooks. We get a lot of business here, so we have to try to pump the food out as best as we can and as fast as we can, while still keeping up the high quality. We smash all of our burgers in-house. Burgers are our #1 item. We go through a lot of beef over here, so I can cook a smash burger in about 2.5 minutes and I can get it out to the guests.
Now, when you start to look at your menu items, and when you start looking at what you guys craft, as far as beer, and you said cocktail selections are coming down the road here. Are you trying to pair that together? So
we do. We do try to pair everything, and give the servers will give the recommendations along with the bartenders on what goes well with each item.
So what do we got going on here?
So this is our poutine. Got our house fries, house roasted pulled pork. It's our cheese curds here, Wisconsin cheese curds. And then we have our veal stock gravy that we make in-house, along with some fried jalapenos, and then we put 1 poached egg up on top.
This is incredible.
It's good stuff. And then we have our house smash burger, 2 4-ounce smash patties. We put American cheese on it with lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickle. Pickles are our house pickles on a brioche bun with our house seasoned chips. It's juicy, awesome, super flavorful.
Do we have something that complements this?
I think we do. Let's get some beer over here, right? We need some beer.
Absolutely. Oh, look how fast
look at that. Hey,
this is fast service here.
We've got some pretty good service over here, Dave. So this is our Stash, our Polish Pilsner. And then this is our Shy PA, which is our flagship American IPA that we have.
So what is customary here? I mean, do you start with food, do you start with the beverage, or do we start with a toast?
I think we start with the toast. I like it. Cheers, Dave.
I know that you do beer and craft selections here. Are there age restrictions?
No, we are all ages. You just can't sit at the bar for anyone under 21, but we are all ages, and we are in the midst of actually getting our 3-way liquor license as well, so we'll be able to offer beer, wine, and hard liquor with a focus on draft cocktails.
Well, let's take a couple more bites here, and then we'll finish this up and get behind the scenes and see how this delicious beer that you craft here that goes great with these items here.
There we go.
I mean, it would be great to see like menu item after menu item. We don't have much time.
We don't have,
yes.
yeah.
So Phil, we just were in the tap room enjoying that incredible lunch there that you provided for us. But now we're what's called the production room, right?
Right. Yep.
So
this is where all the beer making happens. This is our 20-barrel, 100% American-made brew system that we had done in Wisconsin. We have our mash lauter tun over here. So this is the first step of the process, where we go and we put the grain into this vat over here, and we sparge it with hot water. Depending on what kind of beer that we're making, depends on what temperature the water is going to be at. And what we're trying to do here is extract all the fermentable sugars. So we'll take out all the liquid, which is called the wort, and we move over into our boil kettle over here.
So it goes from here to here?
Here to here. In this section, we will go and put in our hops. So we'll put in our boil hops at the beginning, and that starts getting all your bitterness from a beer. So if you have your IPA and you got that bitter beer, you're putting your hops in at the beginning of the boil, and you just let it go. The longer that it's in there, the more bitter the beer is going to be. At the end, we'll shut it off, and we'll go into the whirlpool, and we'll put more hops in there, and that's your flavoring hops.
So if you're going to start something that morning, how long does it take before that becomes something that can be consumable out there?
So depending on the style of beer, 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
So the brew day itself, 8 to 10 hours. So,
Okay.
so once we finish this part, this will go through the heat exchanger. We need to cool it down because we're going to go over to the fermenters over here, and we're going to put that wort. So it's still no beer yet, no alcohol. It's still called the wort, and it goes into the fermenters at a cool down rate. Because we're going to pitch in the yeast. It has to be at a certain temperature, again, depending on the style, whether it's an ale or lager, anywhere, depending on if it's a lager in the 50s and the ale in the low 60s temperature-wise, and you're going to pitch in the yeast, so the yeast will start getting active and start eating all the fermentable sugars, where it's eating the sugars and creating CO2 and alcohol.
This is the true American beer.
Yeah, it is.
From A to Z.
From A to Z. Everything 100% American made over here. So
when you walk through this door here, you're getting everything that supports USA.
Yeah, union built, everything.
Nice.
So it was, we went and did it the right way. So,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Well, Phil, thank you for the behind-the-scenes tours. On behalf of the South Shore, congratulations to you guys.
Sir.
We look forward to working with you guys years to come like that. So you've now seen a little bit behind the scenes at Byway Brewing here, located here in Hammond, Indiana. The video itself kind of gives you a behind the scenes, but to experience all the things we talked about, from the great food to the great beers that are out there, and an incredible staff that you put together here. Come on by and support a local American-made business here in Northwest Indiana.